Do you love podcasts? Me too. Then you should definitely check out these 5 podcasts for female entrepreneurs. They're sure to help you stay motivated and inspire you as you work towards achieving your goals. Hello, if we haven't met before, my name is Michele and welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Let me ask, are you looking for any podcasts to inspire you to achieve your business goals? I thought so. What's great about listening to podcasts is you can take them with you everywhere and anywhere you go, on your walk, in the car. Because I'm a forever learner, podcasts and books are always playing in my ears. And right now, here are 5 of the best podcasts that I think for female entrepreneurs. Here's the first podcast that I recommend for female entrepreneurs. This podcast is what started it all for me. This is the podcast that sparked my deep desire to become a female entrepreneur. Not only did Shalene spark my interest in starting my own business, but this lady is also the reason that I have a love now for fitness and overall health and wellness. And this is actually a twofer because Shalene has 2 podcasts that I listen to. One is Build Your Tribe with Shalene and Brock Johnson. Now, I started listening to this podcast in 2014 when Brock was a kid and Shalene did the show all on her own. And this podcast is all about running a business and marketing. The second is The Celine Show. And I'm not sure which one I started first listening to, The Shalene Show or Build Your Tribe. Doesn't matter because I love them both and for different reasons. Because The Celine Show is more focused on your diet, fitness, and life and overall life balance. And I love those same topics as well. Okay, podcast number 2 for female entrepreneurs. So back when my time could actually afford coffee chats with other female entrepreneurs, Robin Graham was one of the bright spots in my day. If you know me at all, you know that I preach about mindset. And Robin herself is a business and mindset coach. And she can tell you a thing or two also about marketing and brand strategy. Robin mixes up her show with solo and guest episodes. And Robin's podcast is for women and entrepreneurs who want to build a strong foundation for a personal brand, business, and life success. So it's called The Robin Graham Show. It formerly was the Second Phase podcast, but you can find it at The Robin Graham Show. The third podcast that I recommend for female entrepreneurs, I'm not sure if you've heard of Marco Polo before, but this is an app that lets you send video chats with your friends, family, and of course clients. And for a short time, Marco Polo had what they called Channel for business owners. And Channels was really more of an alternative, I would say, for Facebook groups. And this is when I found Michele Gifford. Michele is a mom to 5 and gets running a business and running a family. The third podcast that I recommend for female entrepreneurs is Michele Gifford Show. I really want to call it the Michele Gifford Show, but I'm pretty sure it's just Michele Gifford Show. And what you get from this podcast as a female entrepreneur is down-to-earth ideas on how to build a business that lasts. And it is full of marketing golden nuggets because in addition to have a coaching program, Michele also, like, her main is a content marketing agency. Now we're to the fourth podcast that I recommend for female entrepreneurs. And I'm not exactly sure how I came across this podcast, but I really am happy that I did. Taylor Bradford had me at her tagline of unconventional unicorn. And we all want to be unconventional unicorns, am I right? Boss Girl Creative will be the fourth podcast that I recommend for female entrepreneurs. Taylor is after my productivity heart, and I'm really not sure if there's a market out there which Taylor hasn't experienced. She is straightforward and to the point, which I love, by the way, and she gives useful tips on how to start and run a successful business, and that's online business and actual physical business. So the last podcast is Losing 100 Pounds with Corinne. Oh my goodness. Do not let the name of this podcast fool you. This show, even though it's about weight loss, it is really about mindset. Mindset that is in so much of the reason that we hold ourselves back. You know that Corinne is passionate about helping people when you listen to her podcast, when you listen to her speak. And the colorful language comes just because she is so passionate, in my opinion. And when you listen to this, you know her only intention is to help women succeed, whether it's with weight loss or in life. And as a quick recap, here are the 5 podcasts that I recommend for female entrepreneurs. Remember, the first one's a twofer because it's both by Chalene. Build Your Tribe and The Chalene Show. Number 2 is The Robin Graham Show. Number 3 is The Michele Gifford Show. Number 4 is Boss Girl Creative. And number 5 is Losing 100 Pounds with Corinne. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful week. I look forward to seeing you next week. And as always, the link to work with me is down below.